My name is Melvin Martin. I was born in 1943 in De Pere, Wisconsin. Until we got married, then we bought a house in Green Bay.
You remember how old you were when you got married?
I think it was 1980, no, 60, about 65, somewhere in there.
So,
Yeah. 3, a brother and 2 sisters. Free for all. We lived in a block with 53 kids. And the doors were open in everybody's house. If you want to get something to eat, you walk in. Whoever's cooking, you ate. And we'd stay out till 10:30, 11 every night. Well, we had quite a few. We started out living in an apartment, and we'd take our sled and we'd drive off the sled and go under the school bus when he's going to the school right in the corner. Then we'd hook onto the back of the bus after school, and we just, wherever he went, we'd go. Well, I think what happened is when I was 10 years old, I found a sheet of plywood on the street, took it down the basement and built a bar. And I decided I could build things, use my hands. I decided from that point on, I was going to start doing construction work to build stuff for myself. As a kid, I had no expectations of anything. Whatever came. Then I got into building, and then I kind of switched over to architecture and went to the University of Wisconsin, Green Bay, and TC for architecture. Then I designed houses for 2 years. Then after that, I had an opportunity to go to the state of Wisconsin Highway Department. And my education backed that, because there's engineering and, and house design. I think architecture is, hunting. Art, yes, art, I got into art. Very quiet. My dad was an alcoholic. And my mother was a stay-home mother, never had a job. So it's kind of a life, that was a different lifestyle. We learned to adjust to it. One thing I learned from my parents, I think from my mother, patience. From my dad, enjoy life. Live life to the fullest. Teenager, well, I think they had a park dance for fun in De Pere every Tuesday and Thursday. They had a tennis court dance, and all the girls and all the guys got there, and we had a good time. Build, construction, and hunting. High school, I tripped her in the hallway. Probably about a year and a half. Every year, we made it a bet that we're gonna go every year. We went to California for Disneyland 23 times. And we went numerous times to Florida. And we traveled Colorado, all over. We believed in traveling. I don't think one stepped higher than the other, because we always learned from one and we learned it. But the first trip we had, we took the original Route 66, because there was no other highway going to California. And that was something I'll never forget in all my life. They still got portions of it where you can drive it yet. And from when we were down there 4 years ago, we went back on it a little bit, and it's kind of looks the same. I think I am. I think it's the building abilities. I pass it on to your mother, showed her how to build a house. Now she can do a house, electrical, drywall. She can do everything. And Scott picked that up for me, my son. And now your sister, Nicole, bought a house and she's remodeling it, teaching her everything. And Rio, I taught her. And I think that's something that's really nice to pass on to people. Well, I was in the Green Bay Press Gazette for Father's Day. Kim, her mother, set it up, and I took a picture. It's about all the accidents I had. I nailed my finger to a wall going down a staircase. and it was caught up there. I dropped my hammer, and I couldn't find anybody to help me. And here's the blood running down the wall. I took a batten strip off the wall, bent it with my teeth, the nails sticking there, picked the hammer up and got out. I broke my nose in a car window out in Colorado. Those were kind of not too good. I've had 9 broken noses. And my fingers, well, that one I cut the tip off and it got stuck up in the ceiling. There's probably accident prone. I wasn't accident prone, I was just too careless. I didn't take the time to do it right. Oh. Well, the one bad one was a landscape nail. It was 7.5 inches long. I tried bending it with my foot, and I drove right into my ball joint. And I was in the hospital, and the doctor was afraid he had to cut my foot off. So he sent me home, and I took care of myself. I didn't do nothing else I shouldn't have. I saved my foot. Well, I had plastic surgery on the one finger because I cut it off, and all that was on it was a fingernail sticking out and a bone. So he had to do surgery, and the doctor came in, and he said, "I'm a good surgeon." He hit his head on the light overlooking me. Then he bumped the tools, and they all fell on the floor. I'm thinking, and he's going to do plastic surgery on me? Oh, we had a situation where we were going through Milwaukee, and we stopped at a restaurant, and we were having breakfast, and something got me laughing. And my wife, my daughter, my son, and my mother-in-law said, "Well, what's going on?" "Something's going on." I said, "Well, what's wrong with me? Do I have a booger hanging from my mouth?" And there's a girl was there, the waitress, and she started laughing. But otherwise, we've a lot of good experiences. You learn a lot traveling. And my biggest deal was hunting elk. We love hunting, and I wanted to go to Colorado and hunt elk, so we went for 26 straight years. We got elk every year. I probably got like 10 elk myself. And I adopted a girl that owned a restaurant. I wanted to bring her home with me, but she wouldn't come. Well, one thing that I kind of directed myself into is if someone's hungry, you don't give them fish, you teach them how to fish so they can survive. And there's nothing out there. Don't get worried about money because you can always make money, you can always get a job. Just live the best life you can and the fullest life. Well, I'll tell you what, marriage is very hard. My pass on is work at it because it's rewarding in the end. And life is what you make it. I don't think I regret it because everything was a new situation and a growing experience.
I'm gonna hug you.
Okay.